Hello S&G team, and welcome to another weekly update. We got a good one today. Hey, but before we dive into some of the new stuff, I still got to recognize two outstanding performances from last month. The first one we're going to talk about John Agorzat out of the Santa Clara store. Johnny wrote in excess of $140,000 in sales. And you might say, well, Santa Clara, they do a lot of, apartment stuff or some rental work or contractor business. But Johnny's sales over the 140,000 and his margin was very, very good. So kudos to Johnny. There's a lot of good retail business in there, as well as some contractor and stuff. But the fact of the matter is 140,000 is a ton of business. And when you sell it at a good margin, that's just really, really great. So congratulations, John. Thanks for the awesome effort. Now, John outdid Miss Christina here in the Rancho store. If Johnny didn't go off for such a great number, Christina would have had the new number to beat. But Christina's sales were in excess of 132,000. And what really makes Christina's numbers special was that it was at a real high margin. Darn near everything must have been sold at rack price without mistakes, not negotiating the labor and things like that. So, I know sometimes people come in and beat us up about being too expensive and everything, but when I look at Christina's numbers, looking at her margin and looking at the amount of volume she wrote, it was just a fantastic job. And it tells me also that we are right in there with pricing. So don't be afraid to ask for the money. Remember, we do a great job. In fact, nobody does as good of a job as what we do. So that's part of your salesmanship, is telling that to people and getting them to believe it also. Okay, hey, what do we got new that we're going to talk about? First thing is, I went around to all the different store managers and had them compile a list of a few areas that they thought where we needed improvement as a company, or more specifically on the sales floor. And the first one that they all came up with was better follow-up. Pre-sale, during the sale, and post-sale were all brought up. So obviously pre-sale means putting the notes in the computer so that you can do follow-up phone calls, what the customer likes. If you're not there and someone returns samples or makes a comment or calls in, hopefully your teammate will put the notes in the computer for you, so when you return from your day off, you can go back into that job and know exactly what's going on. So notes are really important. And as you know, in all the stores, there's times where there's a discrepancy of whose order is it. Well, as a store manager, you take that, if that happens to you, you take your question to the store manager. They'll do the research, they'll go into the open quote, they'll look at the job, try to figure out who put the preponderance of time, the effort, who actually sold it. So if you're putting good notes, that always leads to you getting the job. Okay, so just a little hint there with you. Okay, so but anyways, notes before that we even do the job, extremely important. Follow up during the job. If you're going to schedule an installation and the material's not in yet or something like that, it's your responsibility to track the material, track the installers, make sure everything's going to go accordingly without a hitch. Okay? If you're not willing to do that, then definitely do not schedule the job until the material's all here in the store. Okay? Just a simple fact. We don't want to upset customers by calling them the day on installation, the day before installation, saying, oh, we can't do it because the material didn't show up. Okay? Obviously, the customer doesn't know that it's coming from back east, or Mannington's had shipping problems, or the truck's stuck in the snow or whatever. They don't really care. All they know is that S&G made them a promise and we didn't deliver on it. Okay? So it's your responsibility. If you're going to schedule something or make a promise, you have to follow it and track it. Okay? The third thing about the follow-up is after-sale follow-up. Hopefully, after your job's installed, you're all making the next day follow-up phone call to the consumer just to make sure that everything went accordingly. If they had any questions, you can talk about running the balance. Most importantly, you can tell them, you loved working with them, and if they have any family or friends or relatives or business associates, you'd love to help them also. Okay? That's kind of building your book of business. A lot of the people that have been on the sales floor for a number of years, they have that repeat customer base, and a lot of them will get $10, $15, $20, $30,000 a month just from repeat customers, people sending them to them. Okay, so hopefully you're working on that, building your book of business, and that's part of romancing the customer. So that was something that all the managers mentioned. Better follow-up. Again, follow-up before the sale, follow-up during the sale, as well as follow-up after the sale. The other thing that was widely recognized where we can use improvement is better qualifying. Now, I haven't brought this up in a few months, but it's something we really hit on pretty strongly last year, and that's the qualifying questions. In fact, one of the stores is working on the qualifying part about financing and asking about budget and offering financing, and they play a little game where if you don't do it, you have to eat like a Red Hot or something like that. Kind of a cute reminder, but kind of turning it into a game. But the reality is we need to be better at that. Okay, all those qualifying questions are important. You shouldn't be discriminating against your consumer. You should be asking all 19 of those to every customer, not just the ones that you feel are important. Because believing me, they're all important to every customer. Okay, so learn them, practice them, be good at them. Now, what's new coming up? You might have seen it already. There's a brand new IVC luxury vinyl tile rack. It just came up yesterday, or put up yesterday in the Rancho Cordova store. Pretty good size, nice looking product. Roger's going to be shooting a product knowledge video on it tomorrow, so that should be up on the website in the next day or two. But pretty cool looking stuff. Along with that, Shaw has added to their little line, you know, we got that little stacker rack, they call it, with just a few different products. They've actually doubled or tripled the size of that, and those are going up also. There's some tiles in there, modulars, as well as planks. And the thing is, a lot of it is snapped together, so that's kind of a cool feature too. So Roger will be shooting a video on that as we get the samples in. So big movement in the luxury vinyl tile, luxury vinyl plank market. More introductions, better looks, and snap together. So that's kind of the new stuff there. As far as S&G, new to us, we're going to be having 2 new stock quality carpets coming out in the next week or so. One of them is called Your Choice, kind of a little multicolor, 5 colors, nice looking stuff. Retails for about $320, $330 a square foot, so competitive price range, nice little hand to it, so be on the lookout for that. Another one we have coming is called Spice Kitchen. Kind of an upper, well it is, it's a better quality product carpet, soft tan. We're going to stock it in 3 colors, but it's a very tailored or sophisticated look, kind of like some of those in the Master Texture series, and it's going to retail for about $420, $430 a square foot. So keep your eye out for those. Those should be out in the next week or so. And just going over my notes here, one other thing I wanted to mention, how do we refer to our installers, or how do we refer to the installers that we use? Again, we all refer to them as they're S&G certified. That means any product that we install through the store here is going to carry a lifetime installation warranty, and if you ever have a problem, you just call us here at S&G, and we'll send someone out to take care of it. So short, simple, and sweet. Hopefully you're all getting used to saying that terminology. I know those old habits are hard to break, so it's going to take some practice, but keep working on it. You'll get there. Okay? Other than that, last thing. Next week we're going to be around to put up new carpet basket rack samples. The big cuttings that go on the floor. We're going to roll out about a dozen new ones of those, and then also probably within 2 weeks you'll be getting a new spinner rack that'll have some of those new Tough Tech big blanket samples on it. So some neat stuff coming down the pike. Like I say, a couple new stock carpet styles, some new basket rack styles, and some new luxury vinyl planks. So hey guys, we're halfway through August. Keep running hard. I know it's hot outside, and these are the, what they call them, the dog days of summer. But keep going hard. We're almost to the end of the month. The no sales tax is always one of our best promotions. So we're expecting a really strong second half. So it means you're going to have to stay organized, focused, and all that stuff to hit those big numbers. So, but I know you can do it. Like I say, nobody does what we do. Nobody has the staff that's as dedicated, as well-trained, as professional as what you are. But, you know, the hard thing is people expect that of us. You know, that's what we sell, is that we're experts. We do great quality work, and we're there, and we do follow-up and all that stuff. And the customer expects that from us, so we just have to live up to their expectations. Actually, not live up to them, but we want to exceed their expectations. So, but guys, hey, thanks for watching. Take care. If you ever need anything, give us a call. We're always here to help. Be good. Thank you now. Bye-bye.